Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Friday night Zoom call on Yes I Help for our teams. Buck's asked to be excused. He's having the normal Friday night braai, marked for the Americans. That's called a barbecue. In South Africa, we call it a braai. The Matrix, let me share the screen. The Matrix 3.0 is not the bonuses or the funds is not being activated yet. There is a countdown timer. I'm going to quickly show you. I took two profiles to 3.0. Let's just wait. The server is busy. 56 minutes, 17 seconds. So that is South African time, 8 o'clock, which is 1 p.m. Eastern Seaboard time. As I said before, and Buck said before, there's no need to go on to 3.0 in bunches. What we started doing this afternoon was to enter the amount or the level. So let's go to FF4. There's the star level on Matrix 1.0. For the people that still don't know, we've got a Matrix 1.0, which starts on $12. You go from the $4 there, and then when you cycle out, complete cycle out on Star 2, the $28.80 board, you get a position on Matrix 2.0 Star 1. So then you run two lines consecutively. Do remember that your Star 1 position falls away when you cycle out, so you need to push your $4 boards. We worked out for my new people that I'm busy loading three positions max, and then when the system gives them the extra position coming from Star 1 when you cycle out, then they can build that up. So our profiles will have an increase of positions over time. So this is what we're doing then, and then we will start guiding you one by one, depending on who below you can also go through. It's useless to go sit there for 6 months and you don't have two people coming through. It's not going to work. Let me just see if I can still see the people below me. There, it's sitting. I've got two people below Dream Captain 1, up to star 3. So obviously then the next I can put through is Dream Captain 2 and 4, which is directly under 1, and then 3 I've also put through, which got people up to star 1. So we ask in the group that you send in to me the position that your profile is on. I don't want to know about it's in receiver or top or constructor. I want to know which star level it is on, which active star level. I don't want to know how many of them. I want to know on what is your highest level. So if you go through, some of these ones move fast. There's a huge amount of messages that must still enter. Bucks 122 is on star 2. Edrison, I think he paid to get to star 3 because he can't be there yet. Crowan 12, because of the chain behind it. Remember, between Crowan 12 and Chris Simon on Zati 96, there's a chain of 7 people. So that pushed Crowan 12 through to star 3. Here's Margarita on star 2, Crowan 022. So as you enter, then you can start working out the strategy to take you through. Here's Team FF10. There's 2 that I know so far that's on star 2. And then some of these ones must still get there. We're not working on these teams yet. They're just ready for the next bunch. We did load quite a few people on the fast forward teams. Bucks filled Roy here. We filled Laratu yesterday. I added Mercy Administration. That's another one NPO which I'm involved with. Valerie already cycled. She's on a second $4 board without us working in the team because of the chaining at the bottom. Chris added here a few things. There's Salosh. He will add it. He's currently driving, so he will fill that tonight. And this team is going to be busy. I don't know what did Bucks do here on the side. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. And then on one of Chris's family members, Johan Simon, is going to join here. And then the next open one will be Alison. And then Crowan, Mark asked that we put it low down. Mark, we'll start working on your team in about 4 days from now. There is a family that is going to transfer another $1,000 to me for 250 profiles. It's actually over $1,000. It works out on 267 profiles. They're already on the board, so I'm going to chain them and then add them in a few of these groups as well, and on some of the old boards. As you noticed, yes, Blanche wanted to be added with Adele. They work together. And then I've got a few Crowans with a lot of profiles chained. Some was on Tuesday. I send a message out that if you answer a question, I'll add you. 7 people answered not correctly, but they answered. So I added them. And then there's a few people that asked me with their own money if they can be chained. So although 051 and 053 sitting one team apart, there's about 12 in between here chained. So that falls a board and a half. And between 53 and 57 is about 27 chained in total. So that's how we work that. I did start sending messages out. People, I'm going to name the people that I removed so that you have a chance. If you really have a good reason why you did not work in your team yet, that I can place you back. If you go to the 4th tab here, removed, here's all the people that I removed. And that is your position, your original position. So if there's a reason that you must be put back, write me a 2,000-word essay and I'll consider it. I'm going to do more posts like that today. I only worked up to, I can't remember, up to 600 and some odd, or close to 700 on the file. That file is big. It's huge. So that's on this one. I'll go on and take out. If somebody didn't load a profile, I'm taking it out immediately. Some people ask to be removed. I must still name you so that I can be sure that you are aware that you were removed and you've got 24 hours if you want to be put back in the team. There is teams that we're going to combine. Like here's a gap now. There's one profile which I must still contact Adele to make sure he must go out. There's a few red lines which I'm not going to put people in. So that this team, for example, will only have 7 members, where Charlie 8 is. For the people that is interested, I'm busy loading Andre, and I'm going to put Mercy Foundation in as well. Dusty 8, 9, and 10. Charlie 8, 9, and 10 is chained. And the 7th one that's changed is the biggest profile, and they're already building. So if you want a little bit of a push quite early on in the lineage, Dusty 008 sits for my level 3, I think. And then teams like this, I'm going to combine. There's some teams with 4 or 5 members. We already marked them. We will combine them. We will definitely combine them. I'm not going to scroll down. People then also don't try to be clever. Mark, are you joining with another device as well? Okay, where's Lake gone now? Oh, there's Lake. Okay. People, don't try to fool me. Do not try to fool me. There's a member who is not in my downline, who asked to be placed in a team. We loaded him. He then finished his 10 profiles. He used all the links that he was supposed to use. He then asked me to add him in another team so he can have another 10 people. He took all his 10 profiles. Now, on many occasions, he tried to convince me to put that profile in the fast forward teams. I am going to quickly go through the fast forward structure again so that you can understand what we're doing here. I started with Crowan 011. That's me. It's my profile. That's my name. Oh, I'm in the wrong page now. I will scroll forever and not get there. So all these 9 people that wanted to join in this team use my link. I then chained the next profile. Anneke was not working here yet, but I already loaded the profile for her in the chain. So Crowan 11 got 10 directly below them. Then we post your link, and the other people use your link then 10 times or 9 times plus your own one. So you've got then 10 people below you, the other 9 people in the team. That makes the whole balloon or the whole bubble 100 strong. Then you go down. I then chained 1 or 2 others. I think I can't remember who I chained them, but I did chain people who came in with their own money, and then we loaded Bux. So everybody else, one by one, started using Bux's link. I'm not even in this team. I gave all of you a chance. And then the same effect. 10 on Bux, and the others also get 10. So on Bux 122 second level is 90 profiles. They're sitting there. And then I kept on chaining. I gave Bernard a chance to be a team leader. Crowan 12 I put in there. Chris Simon on Zati 96. Lake on Cloud. Margarita on Margie 40. I took Crowan 22. Can you see the gap there from 12 to 22? So there's a lot of activity in between there, because between every team, the original plan was to chain 10 profiles there. If I don't find people, then I'll load Pegasus. But because you were so fast in joining the teams, I didn't manage too much in between. So some had only got 1 chain profile, some got 2. Then we loaded Mark here and as team leader, then Johan. This is people that I selected. And I also posted if anybody wants to be in a team leader position. What is the requirement to be in a team leader position? Because we downscaled to 5, which is only 25%. It's 25 profiles in a team instead of 100. It makes it less wide, but also a bit faster. So the volume isn't there, but it's faster. So the more we're going to finish more teams like that, it's going to move a little bit faster. So there I loaded Crowan 30. I chained a few. I loaded 34 and chained a few. Crowan 36 and I chained a few again. Crowan 38. And then Valerie asked to be on. I posted who wants to. If you want to be a team leader, let me know. I'll load you immediately in the next open team. Chris then came in with Zadi 204. There's another Crowan. Here's Allison. That's the next complete open team that we're going to work on. There's 47. Mark. Adele asked for a late team. So Adele, about 7-8 days, and we're there. And then I loaded 51, 53. And because nobody volunteered to be team leader, I loaded 57 as well. And I am busy chaining behind 57 or behind 58. Clem wanted 20 more profiles, so I'm going to chain 3 or 4 for him there as well. And the family from PE that I'm loading profiles is going to be chained. Excuse me, I didn't drink enough coffee today. I was out on the road. Right, is everybody covered now in the waiting room? I think so, yeah. Okay, so that is concerning what's going on now. Again, on 3.0, feel free to join. There's 2 people that I know that joined that did not make sure that they've got 2 in their downline that also joined. Now, with the volume that we've got in the team, the combined volume, it may be worthwhile to join to help your upline. But we need volume for that, because immediately after that, at least the maximum time you can wait before your downline comes on board is 1 month. So you're going to lose $19.90 in the first month, and then in the next month, you're going to get it back. So make sure that you understand or ask before you just join blindly. 2 people join blindly, they've got no downline. So how do they think they're going to make money? It was explained very clearly, extremely clearly, what the requirements are. It's 2 people. It's 2 people, and it's monthly. So be careful before you join. We will guide you. We will guide you one by one. And you will see on the file who's your downline. You can see it there. Some profiles is not on the file because they chain themselves, or it's one of the profiles that use one of the other links. You can trace it back. If you don't if you don't know how to do that, make an appointment, come visit me. I think I will make you nice coffee and I will scream at you for 45 minutes till you understand the system. Very easy to do that. Anneke now finished the second full week. She works Mondays to Thursdays. My tab on the file is up to date. I added a few things like the amount of friends, the balance. So when she goes through, she do about 500 profiles a day because she also checks Pegasus. And then she updates the amount that's available. And then I advise if it need to be withdrawn, I'll advise them to withdraw. Or if they need to take more profiles, I will advise them to take more profiles. It's a profile that I manage up to start 2. Then I will do the additional position. And then if they already got their 3 positions, I will advise that although they're not on start 2 yet, that they do a withdrawal. I advise a few people today. We had $12. Don't take 3 more positions on the $4 board. Go straight to the $12. You are going to get another position when you cycle out from the 8th donation. $4 goes for another position. So you're going to sit eventually like JB with 115 positions on one profile. That adds volume to the system. But people, that's all I've got to say. Is everything clear to everybody? Is there any questions? Is everybody up to date on what to do? Can I ask anybody here to repeat what I just said? Who's volunteering? Like?
I would love to volunteer.
Are you going to repeat everything word for word that I said now?
Yes.
I know you can. People, why can Lake volunteer? And nobody else wants to volunteer. Why? Why are you scared to talk on the Zoom calls? Am I so unapproachable that you don't want to talk on a Zoom call? There's a lot of people here that met me. I spoke to Mark 2 years ago the first time, and we frequently speak. Leon wants to come visit. Letitia and her husband was here in my house. Who else was close? Am I unapproachable? Why don't you want to talk on my Zoom calls? Unmute and tell me.
Good evening, Captain. Can I please ask something?
Yes, Leon.
Okay, Captain. The usernames that that we had to send through to you for the Matrix 3.0. Okay, my main Referral username that's on start 2 is not part of a fast forward team. It is part of the first 10 teams. So is that fine so, or must the username be on a fast forward team, or what?
No, it can be on the old teams, Leon. All you need to do from your side is to make sure that 2 of your downlines also joins. It's going to be useless to join and you don't have the 2 that qualifies you for the bonuses. So go through your list of people on your friends button and go find out from them. Their phone numbers is all there to make sure that at least 2 of them is also on Matrix 3.0.
Okay, and just another question, or not a question. I would like to join. I'm not yet in a fast forward team, but I would like to join one. Is it? Can I join the 3s, or is it best to join the 5 team?
It depends on how much money you've got available, Leon. Let me just check something quickly. You still need to take one profile on Adele's 5 teams. Remember,
Yes.
Adele is running also a system of 5, where she manages her
Yes.
teams, and that balloons,
Correct.
but that actually falls, help push the fast forward teams, and the fast forward teams push Adele's teams. And I said to Adele, I don't want her to stop this. He must carry on because he's doing a very good job of training these people properly and getting them to have some movement on their boards. And the boards are mixed now, but you will need to finish that position 5. Okay, I see there's no link there. So Adele, make sure Eta gets a link in, and then let Leon finish there. Then Leon, it's your choice. I'm not going to force anybody to join a 3s or a 5. The 5 on the short term is better. The reason for the 3s, remember the reason for the 3s is any profiles that you got that is moving fast because of whatever reason. It may be because the inviter is a strong profile and doesn't have friends yet. Put that in there so you can get your 2 friends in. So in future you can join Matrix 3.0. The fast forward 5 teams is moving faster. But I've seen on the few 3 teams that I work, we fold boards. If 3 people on the same board puts a link there, that's 6 extra positions. Now, what I do, I tell the people straight, you're not only taking 2 profiles, you're using your own link as well. So that's 9. That flips the board immediately. And then you take your next profile that doesn't have friends and put it in there. So you must learn to chain yourself, people. Chain yourself. How many times did I explain what chaining is? Is everybody clear on here about chaining?
No, I'm
No
not,
response.
Stephen.
Charlotte, we'll explain on Tuesday's call again, or otherwise arrange a call with me somewhere over the weekend so I can take you through step by step.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay, Captain, just okay, one last question is I on my Referral profile, I took on the donors, I took okay the first one, obviously. The first one, then I waited for the second one to be filled, and then I took 3, 4, and 5 to took myself through to star 1, and I took 6 each, and that's fine. Or is it not a good move, if I can ask like that?
Jon, if you take 4 donor positions, try to do it so that there's 2 on the left and 2 on the right after the split. So if one is already full, take 2 and 4, and then 5 and 7, or take 2 and 3, and on the other side take 6 and 7. But make sure that you split them open. Otherwise, they go to the same board after the split, and you're sitting with all the constructor positions, and that slows down the board a little bit. Because now the system is going to look for your highest place profile. So your profile that's sitting in a receiver position is going to cycle and land on another board as a donor. In the lineage, it's going to land on the lineage. The system works perfectly like that. But after the split, if you've got 4 next to each other, it's going to sit on the same board.
Okay, so okay, position 1, 3, and 4 is on the left, and my 5 and 6 is on the right. But okay.
No, that's still fine, and we can still see. If that board stands still for a while, you just have to be patient. The lineage will come through. As long as you work on the boards, people, you can't expect now, because you're sitting in constructor position in 3 of the 4 positions, that the team is going to follow you if you don't have a team. There's only one other profile then pulling a downline through. So the profiles where Dream Captain 1 is sitting in the constructor positions, because I've got 22 positions there, he's sitting. I'm waiting for Lake. No, I'm waiting for Dream Captain 2 and then 3. And they're slowly starting to fall there. And once 3 splits the board, then Lake comes through, and then Mark, and then the whole of their team. On the other side, 4 also flows to 1. So the whole lineage that we're currently building on the fast forward goes to 4 eventually. It's going to take months and months. It's going to take, I worked out, at least 9 months to hit Dream Captain 4. But when it hits that board, Dream Captain 4 starts falling on the boards where Dream Captain 1 is sitting. If I suddenly make 40 or 80 or $800 in a week, and then wait another 10 months or 9 months or 11 months for the next cycle, I'm more than happy. The Star 1 boards are cycling fast enough. And we are already moving tremendously fast on the higher levels. So don't clutter the board too much. What I do, I wait for the split. When I'm in constructor, I take one more position on the board. After the split, I move up to constructor and I'm in top position and take another position. So every time it splits, I've got another profile in the receiving position.
Okay, and I will send you a DM, a DM after the Zoom with our regards that I discussed with you that I want to come and see you there by your house. So I will send you a DM after the Zoom. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. But people, I'm on my normal Zoom profile, so we've got about 7 minutes left. Quickly, some things on the profile photos. Aubrey, you must get a profile photo on for your Zoom calls. If you look at Adele's photo, that was made by Mickey Stewart. She made profile photos for a lot of people. I know Lake got a profile photo. Blanche got one. It was meant for the platform, for your photo that comes on the platform. If you do want a photo and you don't have a number, let me know. She will gladly make it for you. It's not going to happen instantly. It takes a few hours of playing around to get the good, nice photos. She made 3 photos for Mercy today, of which I'm going to use one. So if you want one of those beautiful looking photos like Adele got on, contact her. Right, the next thing, Lake, well done on your star 5 position.
Thank you very much. Thank you personally and thank the team. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the $73 because you landed on that board and I'm your inviter.
You're welcome.
You must remember now how it works. There's a difference between the $4 and the star boards. People, you must understand this. I mentioned this before, but you don't pay attention in the classroom. On the $4 board, if you land in position 2, the receiver's inviter gets $4. I'm going to repeat that. On the $4 board, if you land in position 2, the receiver's inviter gets $4. On the star boards, if you land in position 2, your own inviter gets the money. Is that clear? Do you understand that? Good. A few people ask me to put in queries, and then it's because they're not ever on the 8 o'clock calls. People join the 8 o'clock calls. They're giving away free positions very frequently, but they want a certain number of people on there. The highest number of people I've ever seen on one of those calls was 64. I can't understand that an international system like this only have 64 people on a Zoom call. I mean, our team is not big. We've got about 150 to 200 people working. I'm still contacting new people now that I've got time. While Annika is busy updating my files, I can contact people and tell them about Yes, I Help. People that I got outstanding messages. I've still got huge amounts of outstanding messages. So I can now bring them in on the current levels where we're working at to assist with pushing up your profiles. Doesn't mean you must stop working. I'm not going to do all the work. Very soon, I will get authorization to stop working. If I teach Anneke fast enough, she can stay here. I'm going to buy myself an island, take my cats and live on an island. I'll fly in once a month just to come check the movement of the money. Then I'm not going to work anymore building your teams. You know, on the platform that we were on before you, the previous gifting or two gifting platforms ago, we were 4 or 5 people doing all the work. And then one of them is on this call, and then they decide to steal the profiles because of another platform. Yes, I help. Don't care what other platforms we're on, as long as we build. They're happy. They never try to stop me building the way that I build, and I build exactly the same that I build on the other platform. I do the exact same strategy. The only thing that we change now is the way we operate the teams. Because of the way that it's automated, the teams work. We did have a sort of a team structure on the other one, and they stopped us. They kept on changing the rules to prevent us, and they took profiles away. Like, how many profiles did they steal from you?
They actually took everything, all relatives, over 100 in total.
Yeah, and that was an expensive platform. It wasn't $4 like this one. That's a huge amount of money. Right, if there's no questions, people, I am going to load Clem's profiles tonight. The Niseman profiles, I will start on Monday morning. There's, I think, 267. I'm going to load about another 100 Pegasus this weekend. And then I will be left with less than 100, which must still be loaded at this stage. I will load a few for myself in the chains. If you want to be chained between the teams, let me know. If you want to be a team leader in one of the next teams, let me know. The positions is open. As long as you understand, the moment we start working on that team, that you will take five positions immediately, or as the links become available. Is that all clear? Everybody understands that?
Yes, thank
Do
you,
not-
Captain. I just want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, who wants to talk? Who wanted to say
Captain?
something? Yes.
I just want to say thank you so much for all the guidance, and it's very exciting. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Adele. You're welcome. All right, so the offer is open. Send me a message if you want to be a team leader in the next open team, FF or whatever number it is. I will post somewhere over, depends on how fast I load Clem's profiles, the people that I'm removing, so that they get a chance from the time of the post. They got 24 hours to let me know. Remember the requirement, I want a 2,000 word essay, why you must go back to the team. Because if you can't work on a team after 2 months, it's the old teams that I'm working through first, people. If you in 2 months don't take one profile, why did you join the team? It's just to work on my nerves. Good. Then we're done for tonight. Have a lovely weekend. I will post as we go along. Follow the news. I will give an update after the 8 o'clock call on what types of amounts we received on this 3.0 matrix. And then if it's worthwhile, there's still 2 ideas between me and Bux on how much money is going to come from the downline. We will see what it is less than an hour from now, and we will advise you, and then we will advise you one by one in the teams, in the group, who can safely join. But then it's your work. It's your work to speak to your downline to make sure that you get 2 of them to join as well. For the South Africans, don't drink too much beer. I think there's some sport and things going on this weekend. And yeah, Mark, don't drink. He works too much. The Americans is well behaved, not like the South Africans. We can become some hooligan types if required. Good. You can unmute. You can say bye. Recording will be up hopefully before the 8 o'clock call. Don't watch the recording instead of being on the Zoom call 8 o'clock. Charleston is very thorough. It's a long call, but he's very thorough in explaining the matrices. Good. Unmute. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Captain.
Stefan.
Bye. Lekker on.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.